Thank you all for allowing me into your busy day and schedule and your journey. Your journey that I think or observe as common to all of us on the path towards daily and moment-to-moment resilience. As I mentioned in previous podcasts, I'm trying to couch these conversations as your 500 seconds of resilience, also as your open journal, your open ledger on how you are defining, refining, editing, and simplifying your journey worth sharing with yourself and worth sharing your journey with others. That's all I'm doing here today. Today's topic is called the concept of below. Maybe considering it as the concept of beneath. And you might ask yourself from this opening statement, the necessity for these concepts and for this journey towards our presumed and common resilience. So pardon me and allow me to seemingly drift a bit today off that topic. But yes, it's still connected to my other sincere messages to you on resilience. I see it as a common quality and a necessary skill we all should self-develop in our own unique ways, especially when you can accept that common thread and fabric and sound that connects all of us. None of the things that I mentioned to you in this podcast episode or the previous ones are meant to separate us or me from you. I did kind of outline that in the book itself, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, as a connecting tissue, literally paper-wise as the book is, but a connecting tissue that I believe is common to us, but perhaps we have not absolutely or objectively or directly connected ourselves to each other. I have attempted in that book to put a structure around things called leadership and resilience and beauty and courage and vanity. Yes, they are quite fluffy words, and then without correlation or connection to real life experiences wouldn't help you at all on your journey. But that's why I put those words in context and with definitions and then in a model or a structure that hopefully you can spend some time getting your mind and your heart around. So in the book itself, I offer definitions and diagrams and my stories, some knowledge, some level of understanding, and some minor wisdom from my approaches. Now, when I did them, had those experiences, I probably hadn't quite observed conceptually the how part, how I intended to do it from an academic or a learning perspective. I just did it, sometimes successfully, sometimes not so much. From the inspiration to write the book, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, and then to produce this 820 podcast enterprise, I reviewed and researched my own experiences and efforts to build a structure, to relate a structure on those fluffy terms that may become interesting to others in this world. Or maybe just interesting to a handful of people out there, maybe just one other person out there besides myself. But thus the need for concept, context, and content in my explanations in the book and also in these 500 seconds of resilience each day. The main reason boils down to my passion to state, structure, and deliver what I am only becoming more aware of as my talent. Maybe as a byproduct of formal instruction in school, in the Army, in combat, in corporate and federal settings, the interplay and flow among concepts, context, and content seem necessary for me to see a bigger picture relevant to the discrete task at hand, and then the finer details that, if ignored, would haunt you and haunt me in that effort. So yes, the concept below and beneath are necessary. Maybe a better way to put that, besides beneath and below, really is the infrastructure, the building blocks, the structure that can withstand opinion, can withstand objections, can withstand counterpoints, and also can be adjusted and reinforced or improved. Can maybe necessarily not be reconstructed, but maybe fine-tuned or maybe augmented with a supporting structure maybe. So that thing about beneath and below is more about the infrastructure. Remember, in the book itself, that tagline to resilience, the beauty of presence. Yes, it's resilience, the beauty of presence, but the tagline is process models for life. Maybe I should augment that tagline with process models for living or process models for love. I know for me, and me writing that and then refining it, that's a very ambitious statement, given that I'm trying to learn for myself the meaning of love, the application of love, and the constancy of love. How about this one though? Process models, let me back up. Resilience, the beauty of presence, process models for dying. Calm down. I'm talking about that memento mori stoic statement before. Do your best fully in each moment, each day, like it is your last. Anyway, I thank you for allowing me to drift off the direct topic on resilience today, but not too far from my original message to you in the Enterprise 820 podcast. What insists beneath and below what we do on the surface in our expression of desire and drive is an appreciation and active awareness of how we observe and how we communicate those observations. There's no need for a doctorate, PhD level dissertation on how you do what you do. I think the more important thing is to do just service and maintain that infrastructure of yours, to keep drawing out from what's already inside of you, beneath and below your head, beneath and below your surface, and very, very close to your heart. Thank you again for joining me today. As always, stay present, stay current, and do remember, please, there's always a